Hey everyone, Kat here. So today I'm going to be showing you a video on the ropes course that we did during challenge. It was one of the best experiences that I ever could have done. I became closer with so many of the people there, and it was just so amazing. I'm so thankful that we were given that opportunity. I ended up meeting one of my best friends through that, and we did this pretty early on in challenge, and I don't know, it was just one of the best experiences, being able to trust people, because we ended up belaying each other with, of course, the help of the people who actually worked there, but there were only 3 of them, and there were so many of us, so we helped belay each other. And so it's like, I don't really know you, I kind of know your name, I see you in class sometimes, but I'm trusting you now with my life, and so yeah, this is gonna be great. And it's just amazing things. So I'll tell you guys the first things that we ended up doing in order, but I'm not going to end up putting it in order in the video because it won't necessarily make sense. So the first thing I did was this huge pole jump that you had to jump onto this trapeze bar, and oh, that was really hard. In the videos, it doesn't look that hard, but it is, because it was such a far jump. You have to really jump up, and you'll see my partner didn't do that. And then the second one I ended up doing was Giant's Ladder, and that's where there are pieces of wood that gradually get further and further apart. And I didn't think that one would be so challenging, but for me that was the most challenging. Then the third thing I did was this V, and there are 2 wires, and they get further and further apart, and you're leaning on with your partner, and that's how I actually met one of my best friends. He's awesome. And so you lean on each other to be able to, your goal is to be horizontal, almost completely horizontal. And then the last one I ended up doing was again the trapeze jump, I guess I'll call it. And that was with the same guy that I did the V with, because we just ended up clicking so well, and we're still best friends now, and he's the best, and I love him so much. So it's really cool that I met one of my best friends just through this experience. So yeah, I will go in order now and talk about the different activities I did. So I'm going to be putting in the 2 trapeze jumps together in this video, and you guys will see it. So the first one is the very first time I did it, and it's the wrong way to do it. And then the last time I did it last in the order sequence I did, but it'll be the second video that you guys see. And you guys can see that we did this correctly the second time. And then getting up the pole, I'll show you guys the second time around. I was sprinting to climb up the pole, and I'm ooh, give me a second, hold on. And it was just literally a second. And then I started counting down 3, 2, and my partner, he was like, whoa, what's going on? And then we just jumped together, and it was amazing. I don't know if you guys can see it in the second video, but I ended up jumping first and then him. But so we were really scared that we wouldn't be able, that if I latched on first and then it would start swinging because physics, and then he wouldn't be able to get it. But because of his long arms, wingspan, we figured that he probably only made it because he's taller than me. So I don't know. So that was good. And so yeah, here's that video.
Hold on. Yeah, it started.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh!
I swear, guys.
Alright, why don't you guys come
Let's go
out
Cindy
first?
first. Lower Cindy,
tight.
guys.
Enough video?
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Nice job, belay team.
Nice!
Nice work.
Okay, so the second one is the Giant's Ladder. This one took forever. This one that I did was actually with my mentor, and he was 2 years older than me. And I found this one so difficult. The whole thing just wobbled and would shake. It was awful. I could just feel myself shaking. You'll probably be able to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna end up cutting and speeding up most of it, because my partner, my mentor, he was relying on me for a lot of the time, and I could, for a while, I could just through my flexibility, I could just hop up to each rung, and it wasn't too big of a problem. But he really struggled because he was wearing long jeans, he's not flexible, so he was relying on me a lot, which I found was really weird, I guess, at the time, because it's you're my mentor and I look up to you. It's weird that you're relying on me now. So maybe all those components, like the wiggliness, him relying on me, probably made it just so much harder and difficult. Yeah, the shaking I think was really, really difficult for me. That's when I started getting really scared. Like, I'm not afraid of heights, but when things like start shaking and I'm on them, that's not good. Because they're basically the same width. It was the same width of a balance beam, and I loved beam when I was doing gymnastics. So I'm like, okay, well this couldn't be too bad. But the beam in gymnastics does not shake. So yeah, you guys will see me do that now.
Whoa. That was.
Well, okay then.
Nice. Good job, belay team.
And then lastly, this is one of my favorites. I think this is going to definitely be the favorite of the day. Was the V with the 2 wires. So this was the part. This is my best friend that I ended up meeting because right before we went up, he's like, "Do you want to do this together?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So because I was planning on going with the same girl that I jumped from the trapeze with at the very beginning of the video, but she wasn't fast enough. So I just ended up doing this with a new guy, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know you, but okay, I'm down, whatever. And this built so much trust. We didn't take a video. Instead, my friend took some pictures of us, and it was really cool. We were just like balancing on each other, and we were horizontal. And it was really funny because by the time we were like, so the whole V itself is like this, and like could only get this far because neither of us are that tall. And it's just really funny because we're just like there horizontally, like, now what do we do? Now what? And we're just like, okay. And we're just kind of stuck there. And we got there really, really fast. I feel like we were the fastest group of like all of them who did it. We just kind of scoot and went, and it was just amazing. So yeah, and then they just said, oh, you can drop. And it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, so we were really fast on that. We just kind of trusted each other. We just kind of scoot our feet along, and yeah, that's how it went. And it was really fun. So here are the pictures from that. Meeting my new bestie. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching my video about the ropes course that we ended up doing. I loved it so much, as you guys can probably already tell from the whole video. Give this a thumbs up if you've ever met your best friend through doing something totally completely random, such as a ropes course like that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks! Bye!